Ready now?
Ready.
We'll take Megan's skiff closer.
Who was the man I'm after? Aramis Stilton?
An ally to the old Duke, loyal and smart. Stilton helped build modern Karnaca with those silver mines. Started as a miner, and worked his way up until he was a prince of industry. But now, the new Duke drives the mine crews night and day. Dust falls non-stop onto the district. What was once prosperous is now in ruins.
I suppose the Duke doesn't care, as long as he sips from silver cups.
And what are the cups that Dunwall Tower made from, Empress? In any case, you'll have to pass through the Dust District to reach Stilton's home. Maybe he's still in there, or maybe he's dead. Find Megan once you reach the Dust District. She'll tell you more. I'll wait here with this skiff and take you back to the dreadful whale.
Soldiers blinded by that hallucinogenic power of then stabbed to death or dragged down by the Africans. Who's one of the Duke's distant cousins or something? That won't happen until someone manages to kill either Paulo or Vice Overseer Bird. And I don't see you or me beating a pad to the Crone's hand or up to the temporary stronghold the Abbey's got set up.
Stuck out here. Tired of cleaning silver dust out of my ears. Grand Palace. That's an assignment. All apples and slippers. Stay here.
What was that?
I'll just check what that was.
Did you hear that? What's going on here?
Holy shit!
I get stuck out here. Tired of cleaning silver dust out of my ears.
I told him he was too skinny. Told him he would.
Grand Palace. That's an assignment. All apples and slippers. I hear these damn windmills in my sleep. If only something would happen around here. It doesn't have to be a circle.
Dust from the mines.
I'm bored.
leave the district, and the Howlers can't. Paolo has a price on Byrne's head, and the Vice Overseer effectively wants the same thing.
Hello, Emily.
I've been doing reconnaissance, talking to people. The Overseers and the Howlers have divided up the district. Just ahead is neutral territory where no one will harass you. But further on, the Howlers and the Overseers both have boundaries set up. And beyond those points, they'll attack you on sight.
Aramis Stilton is the real goal. Sokolov said you had an idea.
Yes, I believe that if you take out Paolo or Vice Overseer Byrne, the other one will grant you safe passage and will help you get inside Stilton's home. Neutralize either one of them, and bring him to the other.
What else do you know that might help me?
Byrne is protected by the Overseers. Paolo has the Howlers, but I think he's also got some kind of black magic charm. They say he's got to die twice before the sun sets, or he can't be killed. Good luck with that.
This is the Duke of Sarkonis. Been told that people are complaining about dust from the mines falling on the city. Yes, war is
Jenny's
expensive.
sister says you can beat any lock in the city. I'm not sure why Stilton's house needed to be shut up tight like this, but what do you think? Can you crack it?
Give me a minute.
Durante knows how to get in here. Paolo had him feeding old Stilton or...
At the diner party, we were late here.
watching him. I was gonna pay him off for the secret, but... Durante got beat down by the Overseers and taken away.
I don't even understand what this is. I don't see any
Stay on your side or you'll be spitting teeth. As far as I know, you might be an Overseer spy.
Oh, hello. At first I thought you were one of Paolo's gang, but you don't look so bad up close. Somehow, being so close to the Howlers has kept me safe so far. They like me because I pay up every month. All they care about is the money.
But again, they didn't know more.
We could tell the mines were a good job. Stilton made sure of it. No one can be fired for being injured.
I don't like the overseer.
Who keeps you safe when the Overseers come around with the questions about the suppliers, about the special trinkets you carry? Well, you know how the Abbey feels about that. What would they do? You're back.
Bravo. I know what he does. Geraldo.
Find another way, brother. This path is barred to traffic.
I can't believe this. I've lived in this district for most of my life.
If you believe this to be an inconvenience, weigh it against losing your life to one of the Howlers. Now go.
It's the last time I give my coin to the Abbey.
Careful!
Don't mess with the Abbey. Stay in the neutral territory.
Please stop! Begging won't change anything. You stand accused of actions forbidden by the teachings of the Abbey of the Everyman. Given that each crime was witnessed or later verified by sworn and faithful overseers in good standing, no trial is required.
Abello, are you sure you know what you're doing?
I studied field tactics with Brother Cardoza in the peninsula. The pirate crews there resort to these same dirty tricks.
Seems like a good way to take a dart to the belly.
The Howlers aren't known for their caution, but these aren't too hard to deal with. If you've got a steady hand, and you know what cables to cut, you've got to do it just right. Wait a second.
Oh, I guess we didn't survive that.
Looks like it's been double booked. I just need to hold this back while unhooking the pressure string.
They will rise up among you like a virulent swarm, devouring everything wherever they go, even filth.
Huh.
For even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscle like a sponge. Breathe. I will ask again today if this is truly her chosen path. I haven't gotten to her first.
Oh my god. I just fucking
Come on, I don't have time for games.
The Vice Overseer hasn't shared his plans with me. He's upstairs now, so I assume we'll learn something before long.
I'd wager it'll all be over soon. I'm surprised it's taken us this long to deal with a mob of ruffians.
You know what the strictures say about wagering, brother? The Howlers are merciless, and Paolo carries the outsider's blessing. Some talisman comes straight from the jaws of the void itself. Keep that in mind, or you'll find yourself bleeding out in some alley.
Forgive me, Brother Mikos.
Huh? um...
We accounted for 6 of them.
I'm glad it's you in the end. If I have to go, it warms my spirit to spend my last minutes with a true friend.
You honor me. I wish there was another way, but it's a gut wound, as bad as any I've seen. Better this than a day or 2 of agony.
Then I go, and I keep the strictures close to my heart. Let there be no discord in my spirit.
Goodbye, Overseer. Fade from this world.
The sisters are I've seen it, and I feel it in my bones. So this stalemate with the Howlers must be resolved. If we eliminate Paolo, there's no end to the influence we'll exert over Karnaca, over all of Serkonos.
1,000 overseers have died trying to bring Paolo down. We've struck him fatal injuries, and somehow he comes back the next day to fight again. Whatever witchcraft he has, even the ancient music is ineffective.
I believe Paolo is in possession of some unclean art. Fact. Something's amiss.
By the strictures!
Huh? Where are you hiding? This is not right.
No! What?
Who's there? I will find you, you know. I wonder who that was. Shit, what was that? Lord! Someone's shooting at us. I know an agent. Yet it caught my eye. Why be tempted by such gilded nothings?
Good riddance.
Keep taking out overseers and we'll want. Oh, shit! Goodbye, Vice Overseer. Paolo wins then.
I'll be damned.
Boy,
That'll send you running. This time it ain't me. Good work. Vern was a tough prick.
been trying to bring Burn down for months. You did what others couldn't.
And now you owe me, Paolo.
We've been at war with the Abbey, not just over territory, but over the people of Karnaca as well. This is my home. And I'm gonna send Burn to Dunwall without his hands, to explain things to the High Overseer and the Empress herself. Bet you didn't see this coming, Vice Overseer. No, what is it you want?
I need to get inside Aramis Stilton's house.
You're intriguing, and maybe more dangerous than most who darken my doorway.
I advise you to remember it.
Here's what you'll need to enter the house.
If you do have a hand in what comes next in Karnaca, I really hope you acquit yourself better than the Duke has.
You can count on that, friend. The Duke's a worthless buffoon. Get this guy out of here. This will kick over the balance in Karnaca.
Some aristocrat's attic.
Not a bad piece of work you did for us. Let's stay out of my way.
Do I need... Huh? Is this really necessary? Man. The woman sat in a row. They were all were different colors, and the lady Winslow were a jaunty blue. Were a jaunty blue hat. Winslow, jaunty. I feel like that's jaunty blue hat. Yeah. Madam. Okay. At the far left. Madam, okay, far left. So, okay. If I face like this, what? You say? Metal.
It worked. The information was correct. Time is an odd thing. Growing up, I was excited about what the years might hold, about the places I'd visit. I recall childhood moments with my mother on her throne and my father, a figure of mystery. I remember the rat plague, Mother's passing, and all that happened at the Hound Pits pub. Now this. I just want to put an end to Delilah's reign and get my father back. This house holds her secrets. Delilah pulled herself up from tragedy, grabbing the Empire and changing it to her liking. With Dugluka Abel, she transformed a coddled dilettante into a schemer who helped her take my throne. She's made herself immortal, and even my father's sword couldn't end her life. I'm going to undo all she's done. And next time, I'll hold on to the things I cherish, just a bit tighter.
I farted.
That's strange. I feel drained by this place. Something is wrong here. Even the air feels off.
I know you think I don't belong here, insufferable.
Could that be Stilton?
Food for me, in and out, like the wind. I think they're afraid. We'll be getting started soon. The Duke's beloved coming back.
How do I get you?
I dreamed the Duke and I were hunting, but the deer had faces. There are the men of my younger days, the dances we had here. Time is leaking, coming out of the walls. It's ruining the carpets.
Collect yourself, Mr.
Warm the
Stilton.
quilts, will you? I feel
3 years ago, something inside Aramis Stilton snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
like it's going to be cold. Tonight. Is there bad news from the mines?
By the Void.
Your guests are waiting in the study. The Duke is demanding refreshments, and I can't get in without the combination.
There's a note on the door, Captain Winterval.
What? He's out back. I need the code to the study.
It's in his notebook, ma'am, but he keeps it with him.
Thank you, Corporal. Speaking bluntly, I really don't like Stilton's guests. Earlier, I got my ass chewed out by the Royal Curator. What's her name?
You're talking about Brianna Ashworth, I believe.
Yes, that's her. She's an odd one. Anyway, keep up the good work.
Thank you, Captain.
The only way out of here is through the present, using this timepiece. Stilton's home was quite nice before whatever happened.
Why does Stilton even bother trying to impress people like the Duke and that curator? He's better than he'll ever be. What am I supposed to do with a request like that? Gooseberry wine in the South? Do it yourself,
Like I'm talking to a phone.
I got it all wrong. Last time I had a day off was in the
You have to understand. I'm going to call for help if you don't go.
Whatever I want.
When no one keeps the rooms clean and dry, the house goes to rot.
You're sleeping again last night. Maybe I ought to try one of those sleeping tinctures. They can be kind of pricey. I can't do anything for you.
Hello?
Oh. That's cool. That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, but 3 more hours.
You have to understand. I'm going to call for help
You have
if you
to
don't
understand.
go.
I'm going to call for help if you don't go.
Whatever you do. That thing of bone that Ashworth made. It's on the ceiling. I hear it at night. Bones from the deep, far beneath the waves.
Megan claims Stilton was a good man, at odds with the Duke. What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight?
Right there.
He says yeah, but this time I really mean it.
Somebody.
Does Artemis Stilton actually play the harp or the piano? Why hire a tuner for instruments no one ever practiced? I'm not sure what that means.
I might be able to get around that, going back into the past. wonder what I was doing in Dunwall on this night. Or what I am doing.
Anyone? Hey, who is...
This time I'll get you!
I must be close to the center now.
You are at the center, aren't you? That was a surprise.
Part of Stilton's combination is missing.
What has Brianna Ashworth gotten the Duke up to? All this talk of the void, such rubbish. One day, young Luca will go
That
to...
notebook contains Stilton's combination.
But the eight the coins in my pockets when I left. 7, my third month, 5, 875.
The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then.
Was my locker before coming out? Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
When tonight is over, the... So, let's see. What was it?
Not in the mood. Show yourself.
Hey, who is it?
You aren't going anywhere.
Over there.
easier if we could open the door and get closer. You sure the combination you saw doesn't work?
I got a glimpse of Stilton's notebook last month, but he must have...
Stop!
Things seem to be the worst here. The two times are overlapping now somehow.
Welcome again to my house. Let's get this over with.
What we're about to attempt has never been done. It's beyond my understanding, and certainly beyond yours. Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
Wait. You can't really.
Here, returned from the cold, from forever.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I can still see the insides. One has become a stone, the other reforged and marked by the one whose eyes are black.
Poor Aramis. I feel obliged to take care of him out of loyalty to my father.
Wait. You are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
The void beyond the world is strange. I won't ever understand all I've seen.
Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. Oh, damn!
Maybe Megan or Anton will have some perspective on this.
the very edges of the void. But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the ropes only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it. You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
Wait. Oh no, you're that scientist guy. I think.
The world contains more mysteries than I imagined. Now to meet up with Sokolov again at the skiff, after a very strange day.
Anyone here? Show yourself.
Get what's coming to him, Megan. Leaders rise and fall.
You're back. That was quick.
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yes, I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne, and I've been to Stilton's house. We can go. Duke Luca Abel tore down the original palace in Karnaca, his birthplace, in order to build a lavish structure that cost enough to feed everyone in Sarkonos for years. It's said to be a sprawling estate to humble all others, a monument to his ego and sense of princely entitlement. But whatever the Duke has done to his nation happened while I was Empress. In Dunwall, we were content to look the other way as long as the silver kept flowing. I've got to get inside the Grand Palace, deal with the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can you feel it? This is my last night. soon I'll dissolve into great nothing.
You should be at peace.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people who built it.
He could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances, and maybe without that, would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Sarkonos.
Are you ready for this?
I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I'll see what I can do. I know things in Karnaca are fragile, and I've got a lot to think about after all this is done.